Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Mark Causey here from Black Cat Comics in Rockin' Milpitas. Every Wednesday is New Comic Day, and I like to give you some great reasons to get down to your local comic shop and pick up something fun to read. This is the 5th Wednesday of the month, which usually makes for a pretty small week of odds and ends stuff. But as usual, there's always great things to talk about. Pretty big week for the Marvel guys. There's 3 Death of Wolverine books. This Death of Wolverine stuff's been the hottest thing in comics lately. That is Death of Wolverine Legacy number 3. Still have the other 2 in stock if you need them. Cool Sabretooth cover there. This, Death of Wolverine, Deadpool, and Captain America. You know I love anything Cap. You love anything Deadpool, so that one's in your box already. And Wolverine and the X-Men. Also a Death of Wolverine tie-in. That's your 3rd one. Speaking of the X-Men, all new X-Men number 33 from Brian Michael Bendis. One of my favorite Marvel books right now. Continues the crossover with Miles Morales, the Ultimate Spider-Man. Super cool stuff. Do not have the previous issue number 32 in stock because it's super sold out and hasn't gone to reprint yet. So I hope you picked up the last one. If you didn't, just grab that one and jump in. A couple of Axis books. This Avengers X-Men Axis stuff also really huge. There's not a main title this week, but that's Axis Revolutions number 1. And that's Axis Carnage number 1. Everybody loves Carnage. And as it says right there, parental advisory not for kids. Guardians of the Galaxy. Original Sin wrap-up. Everybody loves the Guardians of the Galaxy. Another super huge Marvel book. Along with Nova. Another one of your Marvel space books. Nova goes out trick-or-treating this week. I know you're going out trick-or-treating this week. You can read more about that one in our newsletter. And Thanos rounds out your Marvel space stuff. This is the last issue of your previously online-only comic. Thanos is one of the coolest villains Marvel's got. Deathlock gets a new book this week. This is Deathlock number 1. If you've been watching the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show, or if you're old school like me and you remember Deathlock from back in the 70s and 80s, this is a book you gotta have. Super cool character. Thunderbolts. Last issue of Thunderbolts. Punisher takes out the whole team. Dun dun! And speaking of Thunderbolts, where'd she go? This, the new issue of Elektra. This might be flying under everybody's radar, but it's been super cool. Cool story, cool art. If you like the character, if you like Daredevil, if you've been reading Thunderbolts, get up on Elektra, because that book's really cool. Speaking of really cool, Fantastic Four. One of my all-time favorites. The friendship of Johnny Storm and Peter Parker is long-standing and old school. This issue keeps that going. Been really encouraging you guys to pick this book up. Don't know how much longer it's going to keep rolling. Inhuman with a cool Black Bolt cover. And the Marvel 75th anniversary rounds out your Marvel stuff this week. Cool Alex Ross cover there. Bunch of short stories in here. Some fun stuff. Some tug at your heartstring kind of stuff. Everybody loves anniversary issues. This one's double-sized and lots of fun. Pretty small week for the DC guys. Not a lot of new 52. 3 weeklies, as always. This is Batman Eternal. Super awesome. New 52, Future's End. Also got Batman on there. And the newest weekly, Earth 2 World's End. That's the 4th issue already. We got the other 3 in stock. If you've been missing out on that, catch up, because like the other 2 weeklies, that's really cool. A lot of annuals from DC this week, because that's what they like to do on these 5th weeks. Harley Quinn annual. Comes in 2 covers. That's your cool Bombshell cover. And this is your standard cover. Dun, dun, dun. This book has rub and smell, kind of like scratch and sniff, so it's polybagged so all your other books won't stink like this one. You love Harley, you love scratch and sniff Snickers when you were a kid, so get up on that. That's the 1st annual. You got Justice League Dark with my main man Deadman on there. Justice League United with Supergirl and the Legion of Superheroes. Always fun. And Swamp Thing rounds out your annuals for this week. All double-sized, all a little bit priced up to $4.99, but double-sized books are always worth the read. Sinestro, it's your Green Lantern crossover book of the week. Wonder Woman also comes in 2 covers. I don't have the other one handy, but Wonder Woman this is number 35. It's your last Brian Azzarello issue. The series has been super awesome. Grab the trade paperbacks, grab this final issue. Really cool, and get ready for number 36 because it's got art by David Finch. Sensation, starring Wonder Woman. Your other previously online only book. Everybody loves Wonder Woman. And Vertigo Quarterly rounds out your DC stuff. Again, a book of sort of self-contained one-shot short stories. Vertigo's always fun. Cool week for the Dark Horse guys. Love Mike Mignola. This is Baltimore. New series from them starting up. You know I encourage you to read anything Mignola, anything Hellboy, BPRD, Baltimore. Spooky fun stuff just in time for Halloween. Aliens, Fire and Stone. Continues the Alien vs. Predator, Prometheus stuff that they've had going on. I love me some science fiction. Conan is another great property that Dark Horse does very, very well. This begins a new arc for Conan the Avenger. So if you like some slaying barbarian action, this is a good issue to jump in on. And speaking of Conan, this is Gru vs. Conan. Gru from Sergio Aragonis. This book is hilarious, like everything from Mad Magazine genius Sergio Aragonis. Really encourage you guys to grab all 4 issues of this because it's tons and tons of fun. Cool week from the Image guys. You know I love Rick Remender. This is Low. Love me some science fiction. Love me some Rick Remender. Should definitely be getting up on that. Sex, one of their very popular books. And Rasputin is your first issue Gotta Have It Image book of the week, co-starring the famous Russian guy. Bob's Burgers is my Dynamite book of the week. Love me some Bob's Burgers. Great comic written by the same brilliant geniuses who do the show. Not for kids, but totally hilarious. Love me some Bob's Burgers. Hansel and Gretel. Cool hardcover book. Not a mainstream thing, but this one's written by Neil Gaiman, so we always encourage anyone to pick up anything written by Neil Gaiman. It's Hansel and Gretel. How can you go wrong? And my kids' book of the week is this giant Archie 1000 pager. Always encouraging you guys to read something Archie. 1,000 pages, hilariously fun stuff. Get away from your end of the world doom and gloom action-packed adventures and have a couple of chuckles with Archie this week. Tons and tons of great stuff, so check those shipping lists, get down to your local shop, pick up something super awesome. Want to thank everybody that came out to our Black Cat Comics Halloween Spooktacular last week. It was tons of fun. Gets more and more fun every year. Hope you didn't miss out. Love the costumes, love the games, and all that great stuff. We had a really good time, and hope you did too. Look forward to doing it again next year. If you missed out, you blew it, and keep up with the blackcatcomics.biz events page so you can see when our next big, fun, and exciting event is. That's all I got for you for this week. Check us out at blackcatcomics.biz. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out on our cool YouTube channel. Or just get on down here to Rock and Milpitas. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.